Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here.
8, 7,
This is Houston, say again, please.
5,
Houston, we've had a problem. We've had a main B plus undervolt.
0.
Roger, main B undervolt. Okay, stand by 13, we're looking.
Hi and welcome to a new round of favorite images with UFAH members here. We have with us today Neville Thompson, we have Martine Graney with us, we have Coach Billy Carson with us, we have Rami Barilan with us, and we have myself, Thomas Mikey, with us today. Welcome and enjoy this round of favorite images, and we are gonna look at Coach Billy Carson's image today. Coach Billy Carson, will you please tell us why is this image one of your favorite images?
Absolutely. Glad to be back on another episode. This image was taken on Soul 1082 from another amazing Gigapan by Neville Thompson, the godfather of Gigapans. When I came across this area, right away I noticed it's labeled as object number 14. I numbered this anomaly because there's so much to see. So I wanted to be able to direct people to different areas, because if you just look at it, it just looks like a bunch of mangled debris. But when you really take time to focus in on what's really there, you really will become absolutely stunned and amazed. That's why I decided to number it. Number 14, it appears to be some type of a little shelter with a little roof and a little wall to the right of it, to the right of the number 14 itself. There appears actually to be, maybe, should I even say this, some type of painting on this structure. I don't know if it's painting or if it's artwork, whatever it is, it's there. And if you look to the right of that, to number 13, okay, number 13 is a lamppost. Take a very, very good look at number 13. There's a pole coming up out of the ground with a little arm on it, and at the end of that little, arm or elbow of the pole, there's an actual light post, something that we would recognize as a light post on Earth. When you zoom in, take a very, very good look at it, you will see that it's definitely there. There's no doubt in my mind about that. So that's why I wanted to number this. Just working my way back, going to the back of the image on the back left to number 1. I mean, I don't know, but to me, it looks like a plant. Is this a stone plant? Is this a carved plant? It looks like it has a stem with a trunk, and it has leaves on the left and leaves on the right, or some objects on the left and objects on the right. I don't know what it is. I can't say what it is. All I can tell you is what it looks like. It looks like some type of a plant to number 1 on the far left back corner. If you move over to number 3 on that same side, number 3 looks like a vehicle sitting up on that, I don't know if that's a terrace or whatever that is, but it has 2 wheels. It has what appears to be a front and a back, if you can correlate a front and a back. I don't know if it's, even looks like the hood is up. Maybe it's a broken down piece of junk by now. I don't know. But it just looks like a vehicle sitting on top of that terrace, I would call it, or shelf, or whatever you want to call it back there. And then moving down forward into where I've labeled number 4 and number 2, down to the lower left, the object there that has a face on it, it actually appears to be, might even be like a toy, or, I don't think it's a real living object. I think it's some type of, artificially constructed object, intelligently made, but maybe it looks to me like it's some type of something that would carry the things around, or maybe you would get inside and play with it. I don't know. But number 2 to me, clearly looks like some type of a small vessel, something that would actually potentially lift off. It has a front, what you would normally on Earth call a nose, and the back has a fin or a tail, and it looks like something that you would actually get in and maybe fly around in. All I can tell you is what I'm assuming. I mean, this is just assumptions and speculation, okay? But it looks like something that somebody would be able to get into and fly around in. The front side of it's facing to the left, the back is facing towards us, and it's it's kind of laying here at an angle. But I thought it was a very strange object. It appears to be like it's metallic. If you come down further to the bottom of the screen, number 5 looks like a carved face or a mask in the ground. I don't think it's a real person. I just think that it's possibly a marker. Like I said before in previous videos, a lot of the Martians, I guess, what they used to do was they would mark their territory with these heads or these faces a lot. They love faces and heads. This appears to be some type of a stone or maybe a metallic type of a mask or a stone structure of a image of a face in the ground. And if you just look around here, I mean, even number 10 looks like, to me, the back, the back of maybe a potential vehicle. If you really zoom in closely to the front, lower part of the front of number 10, the object itself, you can actually see a wheel there or something that's round. I don't know if it's a wheel or not, but it kind of looks like it might be a vehicle. It has two rear where headlights would be, or tail lights would be, I'm sorry. It has a rear shield, like maybe where a rear glass would be. But if you take a really good look at the front of that, it has what looks like to be a wheel on the front. Number 8 is really a strange one. I mean, I don't know. It looks like a person laying down on the ground, on its back. I mean, I'm speculating. I really don't know, guys. I'm speculating. But to me, it really looks like it could be something. It could be a dummy. It could be, I don't know. It just looks like 2 legs, arms, and a head on the ground. I don't know if they're alive or dead. Who knows? I'm not sure. Number 9 is another very strange anomaly because it almost looks like it could be some type of an animal with a tail sitting there. It's got 2 front, what might be legs in the front, kind of paws. It's like it's sitting on its hind legs. It's got a long tail. It's got 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. This is very strange stuff. This scene is very, very strange. I mean, it's hard for me even to say this stuff because it's kind of taboo, but it's a very, very strange scene. I mean, and if you look up towards like number 12, you can see like a carved head of some type of a bird head up there, but it's not a real bird because it's got metallic pieces and joints and things that come to the back of it. It's just a very, very strange scene. I'm really struggling for the right words to label this, but I know that a lot of people were very amazed by it because it got a lot of likes everywhere that I posted it. A lot of people were commenting on it, saying that they were absolutely stunned by what they saw. Nobody can really outright just say exactly what it is. Michael Ivey thought everything might be one big piece of wreckage, he thought. I think personally that it might be individual things kind of strewn together. This might be somebody's former estate and this is how they lived. I'm not sure, but I'm really curious to hear everybody else's thoughts on what they think this might be.
Very interesting, very interesting. Neville Thompson, will you be the first to comment?
Yeah. Well, it looks like to me, it looks as if it's a little. Remember the house? Remember the house you saw on Star Wars, the first Star Wars in the desert, when they were all like rounded shapes and things like that.
Yeah.
Now, the whole structure there from 13 to 14 and 15 really is is a structure. You can see the middle part where it's got like the oval type roof bit with a window, and where you says it could be a painting or something. It actually doesn't look like it. It looks as if there's it could be a something underneath that dark bit in the center. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But where you say is looks like a street lamp. What it looks like to me is it looks as if it's the right side of the building coming along forwards, like to number 9. But it's like one side of a wall with a window in, and then you've got your other side of the wall, like on number 14, where it arches over and then comes along forward. It looks as if it's like a I don't know what do you call it, like the inner court, like the inner courtyard of a building that moves around it, you know. Now that's what it looks like to me. Now number 12, where you've got you said it had a head. What it looks like to me is it looks like an archway to me.
Yes, I see that too.
Yeah, it looks like an archway going into something, because above it you can see like a little square, half of a opening, like a window. You know. Now, if they put more of the image in the background, we could have seen whether it was built up with rocks. Something. It could be an opening into building that's in the background. It's either inside some rocks, or the top could be I don't know. The top could be rocks, or it could be open. I don't know. I haven't got the full image here to have a look. Hold on, let's have a look. No, I haven't. No. But what it looks like to me, it looks as if it's an opening into somewhere where it's hollow, you know. Because if you just look on the left-hand side, where you see there's a plant thing there, what really I think I think it's just really layers of rocks that when you've enhanced them up, the dark sections have just, you know, that's really what I think that is. But next to that, slightly right to that, you can see it looks as if it's a I don't know. It looks, you can see like a piece of rock with two or three poles coming out of it. You know where you see that car is, right? Just above that, you can see like a rock with poles, as if as if that was once a window or a door, and it's fallen backwards. Like the whole, it looks as if the whole back, like dark section there, is fallen backwards, as if something's collapsed. You know. So I don't. So that's what I think it is. These other little things you've numbered in the front there. I don't know. I can't really tell. They would have to be clearer for me. But to me, it looks as if it's like a big building in the background with something smaller in the front, like a little courtyard thing with walls around. Now, usually I don't know if you can remember the building I found on the Gigapan, where it had the long road coming up. Now,
yes.
Now, at the beginning of that road, it had like a stone, didn't it, marking the beginning of the road. Now, that's what I think that big rock is in front of that building, like a marker, you know, to show where the where the start is. But that's what I think it's like buildings that have been like just worn away with time, eroded, you know. But It's good. I like it. I like it. I would like a clearer image of it, like, because it
Yeah.
was pretty bad to start with. Really,
Yeah.
you know, it was. It
It
was.
took me about a week to get it to this point.
I bet. Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Martina, Granny?
Yeah, I mean, when I first saw it, but thank you for putting the numbers on. That's really helpful, actually, Billy.
Thank you.
My first thought, my eyes were drawn to the structure in the middle, and like Neville, I think that it looks like an opening to somewhere, maybe to underground. I mean, we've come across that kind of thing before. It's strange, isn't it, that right angle into the dark area was just, I mean, it's so prominent and so artificial looking as well. There's lots of different coloured rocks around too, like it could possibly have come from different structures. You normally see more of the same tone of rock in an area like that. What sort of span of area are we talking about here, Billy? Now, do you know?
The size of it.
Yeah.
See, the grid doesn't go that far back. I would say maybe it's 5 or 6 meters long. I think about that.
About 30 feet then, left to right, yes. Yeah, so I mean, it's substantially large, isn't it, when you look at it?
It could be. Sorry,
Neville?
and I'm just saying it could be a bit bigger than that. Like, I'm only guessing, really, but yeah, it could be bigger than 5 meters in length.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bizarre little setup, isn't it? To the left, that looks almost like some kind of animal. Number 4 looks very strange. And also in front of it, there's a very odd shape as well. I mean, it doesn't sort of fit in with other rocks around the area, does it? You've also, going to the right-hand side below number 12, well, there's something strange to the left of number 12 as well. Almost looks like a little creature there, doesn't it? You can see an eye. Looking below that, there's something that looks like a grill, you know, a sort of metallic grill of some sort, just below number 12. There's something strange and curvy, looks almost organic. If you come down to sort of 7 o'clock from the number 12, do you see what I mean? There's something very curvy there. That does not look rock-like at all, does it?
It actually looks like I'm going to say a statue by the side of the opening. You know, it could be like a okay, laugh at us, really. Okay. But that's what it looks like to me. It looks like a statue on that side. Now, actually, if you look on the other side of it, you know, if you look on the other side, there's like a little plinth. You can see like a little square, dark square with a circle around it. Now, if you look on the 7 o'clock where you said, there's also another square flat bit. So it could be either a statue on either side, you know, of this opening going into a building. Could be.
There's this strange arch shape as well to the right of number 13. I mean, that looks like it's been shaped, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whether it's metallic or whether it's a stone. It looks like the canopies you get over an entrance to a hotel or something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like it's a covering of some sort. Yes.
Right.
It could be the mailbox. You never know.
Mail from Earth, planet Earth.
Martian Earth.
There's lots in there, all different shapes. Can't
Well,
really get to that.
this is definitely a strange formation overall with many points of interest.
Yeah.
I think I'll just concentrate on 14 and 13 right now. think this is where I see the most clear formations of what we're really looking for when we look for signs of life on Mars.
Yeah.
Because what's happening there, the way my mind perceives it, is I see some sort of like an air taker or a scoop just on 14, on the right and above. There is like a scoop, and there is even a little sphere in the center of the opening.
Right.
This is what my brain
Yeah.
is. This is the first thing that caught my eye when I really looked at this image. The other thing that is very, very clear and obvious is that there is something unusual going there is all around the 13.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
you said, this canopy thing is very interesting. I see half circle
Yeah.
and straight line. It's like this is like a design. This is not a chaotic formation of just rock that was carved by the known forces of nature that we know, like water, wind, sand, and so on.
No.
This is look like made by someone.
I think
Also
that's
on the
what
left side of 13, it looks like maybe a building parts, like Neville said. It definitely looks constructed.
It actually looks like there's something round. There's like a round thing in the center, but it actually looks as if there's a statue of someone sitting underneath that black bit, as if it looks like a hangover bit, but underneath it, it looks as if there's some like an outline of somebody's top half of the body. It does to me, you know.
It does indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I can also see its base, how it sits on the ground, type of thing. It goes further down, and it's very, very interesting. Looks like a figure.
It does.
Yes.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
So very, very nice. I will not go on about the other stuff. I think everybody was saying enough, but it's very, very interesting.
All right.
And there are 12 also on the left side, and where Martin also was talking about. It's very, very interesting. And my mind can perceive it sometimes this way and sometimes another way. But no matter way I catch it, it is intriguing.
It is. I'm sitting here and looking at my laptop in front of me, and when I saw the picture first time, I saw it in a smaller scale, and I was thinking, what was he thinking at? Oh well, I'm probably gonna find out. And now I'm sitting here and looking at it in a bigger scale, and I am like, wow. Oh, okay. And while you're talking at the same time, all of you, I see more and more and more in this image here. And what I've noticed now is between 14 and 13 in the opening. To me, it looks like there is some person standing there as a normal human shape, size. And if the image is about 6, 7, 8 meters, that would actually be almost similar size to a normal human being.
Yeah.
That was one of the first thing I noticed here. And just beside number 12, if you go just a few centimeters to the right, alright, a few centimeters depends on how big your screen is, but a little bit to the right, I see what to me reminds me of one of those ancient depictions of ancient astronauts with some sort of face with
Yeah.
inside a helmet just between number 12 and 11. I don't know if any one of you noticed that before or said that before.
Number
Wow.
12 and 11. Yeah,
Yeah,
above,
Yes.
above the arch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was one of the
I
things I
just saw
noticed. And number 5, when Billy talked about the mask, I was thinking, what is he talking about? And now I'm looking again here, and wow, damn it, it looks like a mask. And now I see it from the right angle. And it does look like a mask, kind of almost like a demon-like in its appearance, a little bit, or what we would call demon-like. It's not necessarily a demon or something, because we know that kind of appearance as the demons here on Earth, but that was what I saw. I could probably go on and on and on. I like number 10. And I really like number 8. Number 9 also. The vehicle and the round wheel on it. It looks like someone has trying to pull something with wheels on inside underneath a roof or whatever might have covered it back then when it was in one piece. It could be some kind of the rest of a garage, or what we known as a garage here on our little safe planet Earth here. This is a very interesting picture, and I want to thank you for sharing that, Billy. That was an awesome one. And I'm sorry I didn't saw anything in it in the beginning, but I do see a lot of it now. And that's why it's important when we see pictures that we don't understand. Don't deny what other people see, because when you don't see it yourself, give it a chance. Listen to people. Try to see what other people are seeing. If you can do that, then you have taken a big step forward for understanding what's really going on, and for taking part in a debate with the rest of us. So thank you for sharing that picture, Billy. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Well said.
And we are going to end with Billy Carson's picture here. So thank you all for joining this round.
Thank you, Mikey.
Thank you.
Yes.